Sir, good evening. It is time for dinner at Maxx Royal Belek, and I have already mentioned the restaurants and menu services offered in different areas during my exploration of Maxx Royal Belek during the day. We're at the restaurant. We're in Asia, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I will try to give you an idea about the restaurant layout that you can have as an open buffet. I am moving slowly. By the way, I want to remind you again that breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served at Azure. But when you enter the hotel, when we say let's have a short snack, I want to remind you once again that you can use Azure 24 a la carte 24/7. Besides this, Q, located in the area close to the beach, after reminding you that you can also benefit from Azure Fish, Azure Italian, and Azure Turkish cuisine a la carte and without reservation. Now slowly, let's start with the buffet images. Let's start with this bakery, where the smell of great bread is coming from. You have not heard wrong, there is a bread bakery here. And in a completely original way from around the world, bread varieties, so breads in international flavors, is being served here. When we look at the sourdough, from poppy seed and grain to fig and apricot breads, there is a bakery order here. And Maxx Royal Belek's privilege stands out here too. Even just in the bread buffet, you can see how wide the range of services is. And we can say that even in this sense, our guests will get their meals by tasting different flavors. When we take a few steps, this time we encounter the grill and show buffet. Chef, good luck. Yes, now our Turkish guests, especially the grill and show buffet. Although at Azure 24 we do not offer a la carte as a number of grids, although there are also rival sticks and so on. Now this image, a little more, is addressing us. Look from here. You can choose which meat portion you want to buy. Serdar Chef, could you tell us very briefly? There are chicken skewers, thighs, chicken breasts, ribeye steak var. And our daily menu changes, sir. Our lunches and evenings are different. The products shown to our guests and the products we offer are in line with the request of our guests. To whatever degree you want. Serdar Chief, I'm so sorry. Sound is as important as image. Can you speak to this? Serdar Şefim made a statement. Serdar Şefim, if you could talk to us through the microphone.
In line with the request of our guests, I'd like to present the products they like. We bake at the desired temperature.
That includes ribeye steak. So you can order ribeye steak even at the buffet dinner. Thank you very much. Good luck to you. In addition, of course, as a hot snack, you can taste options such as sausage grill, vegetable grill, or beef sausage, apart from the meat menus here. Now, if you like, Brother Ibrahim, let's continue this way. Please, it's great if you want, according to the guest's request. You can have some sauce if you want. Yes, great. That's great. That's great. What do you got? The degree of cooking is adjusted according to the guest's request. They can choose medium, medium well, or well done. It's super. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll try to finish before the guests start arriving. Sir, we're only 3 steps from the grill and show buffet. Ali Chef's buffet welcomed us here. Ali Chef, what's going on here? It's Turkish night. Lamb tandoori with rice pilaf inside. It looks great. It looks terrific. There are Turkish dishes here. Now we will show them one by one. But at the very first stage, we have seen how detailed, meticulous, and beautifully presented the meat menus are.
Normal local.
Copper, regional in pots, a bit like this. From time to time, we want to go to an artisan restaurant. We say, let's go to an artisan restaurant with beans and, I don't know, lamb kebab with vegetables and rice. İçli köfte, eggplant karnıyarık, Albanian liver. Good luck, guys. Oh, there's doner, leaf doner. It's really good. It's really good. Beef baked beans, beef sarma, and Monty. Now, I don't need to say much more about meat at Maxx Royal Belek. As you can see from the entrance, whether hot flavors, local flavors, or meat dishes are waiting for you with the maximum privilege. Believe me, every material selected here is the best material that can come to the hotel. Be sure of this. In other words, both in terms of freshness, food safety, and the professionalism of our master chefs who prepare them. Thank you very much, Ali Chief. We're moving on. Thank you very much. So now there is also something like this, a pasta lover. There's a segment, children, right? I mean, no matter how much you offer them different menus. For example, my daughters sometimes say pasta. Where will they come then? They'll come to the pasta corner. What's the name again? Emrullah. Emre. Okay, I apologize now.
Emre Chef. How do you serve the pasta to the guests? Our pasta changes every day. We serve 3 types of pasta every day. Our pasta is always at the request of the guest. We make the pasta when guests ask for it. Our pasta is made fresh.
Now, Emery Master, let's put it this way. The plates presented here are actually a show plate. Of course they are. The guest comes. He says, I want this. And you instantly make him spaghetti with bolognese sauce. Of course. Or you can make fettuccine. Or you can make a tomato basil pasta. Or you can make... If our guest has a special request, it can also be offered to the guest if possible. Sir, we have briefly shown you grills, meats, and local flavors. But now let's try to show you some more international and different flavors that appeal to different palates. Here is one of them. There is a specially prepared plate here. Muharrem Chef, what is this?
This is sea bass with cherries. Tonight is Turkish night. We brought Ottoman cuisine to our vision.
Just a minute. I'm making cherry sea bass with Ottoman cuisine chef Muharrem. With all due respect, I learned that here. Caviar, sea bass cherries. Is there something here?
These products. Here is the content. Okay.
There's even a green apple in it. Okay, it looks very classy. Sir, we have come to another presentation area in Azure restaurant at Maxx Royal Belek. Another show area, a little more international, but from further away. In other words, special flavors from Asian cuisine, Indian cuisine, Korean cuisine, Japanese cuisine are served, and these flavors are served by professional chefs. In other words, they come all the way from their hometowns. They choose the ingredients for our guests here, then it is prepared here. And chicken masala, look, it's an Indian dish. In this way, there is lamb korma. There are different dishes here. We're moving on. Far Eastern cuisine again. Let's take a look. Turkey dishes again, and so on. Now we're slowly coming to Chinese cuisine. We have shrimp crackers. I guess the Chinese love shrimp very much. We have dim sum with shrimp. There are pieces of shrimp in this steamed dough. Water is boiling underneath. The steam cooks it, and so on. There are vegetables here. And I have to say right away that the main courses, many main courses other than the ones waiting here, are prepared instantly and served to the guests. Let's continue a little more. Chinese menus. Look, there are Thai menus. Especially in Thailand, as you know, they eat more on rice and seafood. Here is another Chinese dish. Beef with black pepper. Another Thai dinner. Fried sea bass with iron turkey sauce. The aim here is actually this. You are offered a tremendous flavor here for you to experience different tastes other than the classical ones. Actually, what I want to tell you is that there are Japanese menus here. There are also Korean and Japanese menus. Now, what I really want to tell you is that while these menus are being served, professional and expert chefs are presenting each menu to you. In other words, chefs from Korea, China, and Thailand are here to present to you. It is not possible to come across this everywhere, meticulously. In fact, for us, sometimes a cold slice of watermelon is worth everything. Auntie, take it easy. What was your name again? Mrs. Sahir. Aunt Sahir is wishing for watermelon. It's the first days of summer and we're just getting used to watermelon. But it smells so good that sometimes I put everything else aside and think watermelon and cheese are enough for me. Now when I cut the watermelon like this with my sister Sahir, I thought of her. Cold fruits? Strawberries, grapes, oranges, sliced, peeled, and prepared with great care, and waiting for guests like ice. Good luck, Aunt Sahir. Now, are we in the sweet lovers corner? If we're in the sweet lovers corner, let's start with the forest fruit cheesecake. Let's continue with the chocolate eclairs. Let's move on to a section that beckons. Keskel, gum mastic rice pudding, cauldron dibi, revani. So counting them one by one will take too long. Let Brother Ibrahim share the video with us. This is the section with milk desserts. And there are dumplings like trilete and revani. But I still smell watermelon from there. We're having watermelon tonight. Ice cream, of course. It would be wrong to say ice cream. The ice cream served at Maxx Royal Belek, just like at La Melange, is made by our masters here, and you can't really taste its flavor anywhere else. There are candies. We come to the point we are really curious about. Do you know where? This is the place. Especially for our guests who love dumplings, sarai sarma, walnut baklava, baklava with pistachio, baklava princess, shobiyet kadayif with pistachio, and so on. There are options like tulumba dessert and yogurt dessert upstairs. About desserts, I would like to remind you once again that La Melange is also very ambitious and that the famous desserts of our Turkish cuisine, such as baklava with milk, wet baklava, or mussel dessert, are also served there. I have tried to give as much information about the buffet as possible. I would like to remind you once again, as an alternative to the buffet dinner, Azure 24, Azure Fish, Azure Turkish, and Azure Italian a la carte are also available for guests at Maxx Royal Belek. Please do not forget this. And if you want some, let's try to complete this video by presenting images from the seating areas in the main restaurant. Sir, in Maxx Royal Belek, after you take your plate in the main restaurant, you can think of it as different sections at many points. There are table arrangements. There are tables with different decors. You can sit both inside and on the terrace. I'll add some more images, but now we've come to another section. I hadn't seen this one before. Russian cuisine. As you know, Turkish cuisine has always attracted Russians. Our Russian guests are in demand for our hotels all over Turkey. At Maxx Royal Belek, special presentations are made for our Russian guests. Fish pomegranate roasted. Cabbage rolls with meat. Cabbage rolls with meat? Wait a minute, that's Turkish. Oh, well. Russian ravioli. Explore Russian dumplings further. A bit like a mussel thick dough. Green soup. Borscht. Our guests on our tours to Ukraine, Belarus, or Russia know it. It is a nice soup with beef, tomatoes, and onions. Chicken kievski. Meatballs. Veal tenderloin with cherries. Look how good it is. A different flavor for our guests who want to try it. There's beef stew with potatoes and veal. In other words, we have presented you with a taste of Russian cuisine. We have colored and shaped the video a little more. From the restaurant, we've reached the end of the video. We want to leave slowly, but I keep seeing something new. Look, it's about our little guest. Organic hip formula. Aptamil formula and organic fruit juices are waiting for children here in a wide variety and chilled form. Kefir again, milk, and food supplies. I think it will be among the preferences of our guests coming with children and babies. In the main restaurant, Azur at Maxx Royal Belek, we showcase the interior areas, buffet, seating areas, and terrace. Especially in summer, guests who want to sit outside rather than inside can use the terrace area. A stylish presentation. I'm ending the section on the Azure restaurant, and that concludes this part of our video. I hope I was able to give you an idea about the layout of the main restaurant and menu examples at Maxx Royal Belek.